Hello and welcome back to a Weird Flex but revised video. Let's just go straight into it. First of all, I need to apologise. This is going to be firstly a tiny little bit of an update video. I know I said that I'm going to keep it separate on this one, but it's literally going to be 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's going to be 2 minutes. So update video. There is a lot going on both in my home life as well as my GCSEs and school life, but especially my home life, and that is why I haven't uploaded. I'm not going to get into that detailed right now, but I have had a couple of requests because people who I'm very close with know my situation, know what I'm going through, and literally cry when I tell them what I'm going through still and how I'm still doing and excelling so much that they want to do like a story time emotional, but that obviously for me, because it's still going on and that's my current situation, I don't want that out on the internet. So just not yet, but that's basically what's happening. I'm just going through a lot. I'm just trying to balance my home life, balance my school life, balance my actual own revision, but also trying to make these revisions. I've made a revision like video sort of like guide, not guide, but like the timetable, what I'm trying to do and what time I'm trying to do it by. So I'm like going to go through all the revision methods, but this is going to be a relativity video. This is going to be one of the psychology videos. Sorry, I know I ain't thinking messing with my head, but let's go straight into it. So obviously that was just an apology. I am going to upload this relativity video, mind map video, and also hopefully a bullet point / summary sheet video with all resources and example videos afterwards. Let's hop in. Relativity. What is relativity? Relativity, I ain't gonna give you the definition because you might be like, oh yeah, so relativity, it's not in an exam, it's something like the relative overall like force, relative force, I don't know, I'm not doing well at physics, I'm working on it, but relativity is basically your own understanding and your own viewpoint and your goals. Yes, I'm going to say your and your own and others and other people a lot because that is what it's based on. It's yourself, you, and what goals you have, what aspirations you have, what mindset you have based on either grades, actual life, monetary value, materialism, and anything linking to anything that links to that, in the sense of people can have different subjective opinions on it, is something that can link to relativity. So let's go into GCSEs because this is what the channel is for. GCSEs, you know, GCSEs, like I said, it literally in my first video, relativity. How you view something is subjective. How other people view it can also either be better or worse than you, and you need to find that balance and that understanding of both yourself and how other people can view it, and how you can be empathetic of what they're thinking and understand both points and how they can try to understand you. That is relativity at its base. 3 minutes in, we good. We've done a little bit of an update what relativity is, understanding where you're coming from yourself and how your goals are meeting your needs. Oh wow, I'm so sorry, my time was wrong here. But how your own goals are based on your own aspirations and your own effort and everything like that, but how also other people can see it as either better or worse than theirs, and they can seem ecstatic or like, oh my days, I can't believe I got this grade, and how that can be combated. That is basically what we're going to go do in this video. I really feel like it's going a bit rambling, but like, we're going to stay with it. It's only like 3 minutes 30 seconds, so we good. So we obviously know what relativity is. Why do we need it? Why do we need relativity? Why do we need to understand people? Yes, people have asked this, but like, it is obvious, but at the same time it's not, because people, it's very hard to say. It's easy for me to stand here or sit here or whatever it is, you to watch it and you to be like, oh yeah, we need to understand where people are coming from. But in an actual practical sense, I've done this so many different times, both in people who are much higher than me, but also people that are lower than me or much lower than me or just like sub levels below me, how people have varying different opinions and how like people have voiced them and people are that understanding of everyone. But for me, because I'm in such a large, I'm one of 7 children, so I'm one of 7, I've got 6 other siblings, I have to, and I am empathetic and understanding of everyone's different situations. But people generally, even my own friends, I ain't gonna name and shame nobody, but people are understanding of where others are coming from. Like, say one of my friends, we'll call them person X. This is a made up scenario, this is not a real life situation. So one of my friends, they get an 8 or like a 7 in a subject. My other friend gets like 6 or a 5, like we'll call it a 6. But the first friend that got the 7 isn't happy with the 7. They know that they can improve. They know that they can improve. They want to improve. They want to make progression because they want to get their desired grades and they don't want to be over here, but they want to move here as well as actually put that effort in, do the different tactics, all of that lot. They want to do all of that and they know that they can do it. Because they got the 7, yes, that's an A. That's fantastic for a lot of people. But because of this person, they don't want to get that. They want to get the 8 and a 9. My friend here, the other friend, got a 6. They're ecstatic. They're over the moon. Oh my God, how did I get a 6? I revised so hard. I'm so glad my efforts finally paid off. Da, 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 da. Oh, what did you get? Oh, I got a 7. Wait, you got a 7 and you're unhappy? You really got a 7 and you're unhappy? And then the friend tries to explain, oh yeah, but like, I know I could have done better. I know I did revise, I know, but I didn't revise properly. I know, yes, and it's all I know. You could understand like where people are coming from. I know I said this at the beginning, but this is the words I'm going to be using. You know, I know, our word, your own. It's all subjective. That is the point that I'm trying to get. It's all subjective. So I know that I could have done better. That's why I'm not happy with this 7. But I'm so glad for you that you got the 6 because I know how much you've worked and put effort into that. Do you get what I mean? Like, that scenario, I don't know if it was a bit of a tangent or whatever it was, or like a bit of waffle, but that little situation is something that I see so many different times. Or like, oh, how can you be mad with a 7? I'd cry if I got a 7. Or I literally would pass out if I got a 7. I'd be over the moon, da 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 da. And it's not that they're not happy, it's just that they're not as excited as you are if you got the 7, because obviously people have different like boundaries and different bars that have been set for themselves, both by the parents, the school teachers, them own selves most importantly, because that is the other person that you're trying to prove yourself to, which is yourself, or it should be, and they're not doing that and they feel like they've let themselves down. So because of that, that's why they're not as happy. But another thing in combating, like, oh yeah, if someone says, I wish I got that grade, or even if I got that grade below or 2 grades below, I'd be over the moon. I've had that quite a lot. I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, I'm so smart, everyone wants to be me, oh, check me, I'm fresh, I'm this, I'm that. No, I'm not saying that, because if you know me and if you've seen these videos, I am not that person, that type of person. But to combat that or to like respond to that, I'd be like, oh my days, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. But like, obviously for me and just my aspirations and what I think I could have done, I could easily improve, or I could improve with hard work. And obviously with you put in so much effort, and you obviously might not just get it as much or whatever, but do it in the nicest, most possible way ever. Not being like, oh yeah, but like for you that's a good grade, but like for me it's bad, and then I'm putting this accent on. But like, do you get me? Because I'm not even, that sounds a real stereotypical, like she's annoying, she a certain ethnicity, and she thinks she's bad, and also smart at the same time. But no, let's not read into people, but just combating it with the most amount of politeness and understanding of someone else's situation, but also that trying to get that understanding pervade to another person that, myself, I could have done this, this and this, I didn't do this, this or this, or I didn't revise effectively, or I was having a bad day, or this, that, whatever effect or factor it is that might have caused that, and your dismay and your unhappiness towards that grade, you need to kind of try and explain it in a way that it won't be rejected from the other person, and that how you can both explain how you would find that grade terrible or not so good and need improvement, but the other friend could find it amazing and be over the moon and genuinely start crying if they got that grade. And how to try just reach that balance and that understanding both between people, because genuinely I know friendship groups that someone's like very academically smart, other people might be into music or sports or whatever it is, and the person who's academically smart can't say or show or express their feelings, and they're like, oh, I got a 7, or I'm going to use a 7 example again, oh, I got a 7, or I got an 8, a 9, whatever it is, and they're like either happy or sad about it, because one, the person on the other side won't understand what they're going, where they're coming from, or what mindset they're in, and two, it could even lead to an argument. I know a lot of people that have like been in that situation where it's led to arguments and stuff like that, and also a person with a sport thing or like a different interest or hobby, people don't seem to care or understand, and that is a massive thing, especially in friendship groups. And this is why I made this YouTube channel. I made it to be a community, to thrive. You can read my little about page where my YouTube channel is, and it says like about or whatever it is, but this YouTube channel is to create a positive environment, thriving place from someone who you know looks like you, from the blank school that you all want to make a meme out of, but that person knows what you're going through. I have been through these situations. I know how to combat it. I know how to respond to it. And I want to just convey that to you lot. I want to convey it to everyone that I can, even if they don't subscribe or they don't like or whatever. As long as I know that it's helping people, I'm still going to carry on. And this is just what the channel is, and this is what Relativity is at its soul, at its foundation, because you know I love the word foundation, but at its foundations, it's understanding and being empathetic towards others, because everyone has their own different goals and people have their own desires for their own ability and progression. Like, it's not as hard as people think. It's the only hard part is when it comes to a real life situation. How am I going to act? Oh, I'm not so good at this subject. I'm amazing at this subject. How am I supposed to act when my friend got less and they're really excited or whatever like that? And then I get a higher grade. I'm like, oh, I didn't do too well. And they're like, wait, you got higher than me by like 2 grades. What do you mean? Like, that is where it comes into real practice and real understanding. And I think, especially because mocks have just come, and obviously we're going to get like different exam practice papers and stuff like that. That is something that's very, very, very important, especially in GCSE results there, which is I think the 22nd or the 20th of August. But that is going to be a key factor to friendships, I believe. Like, genuinely, that like actual stress and different sort of mindsets based on revision, as well as just actual life, to be honest. Like, people are going through a lot, both educationally but in their own social life, in their own home life, and understanding and being empathetic towards it. Yeah, it can be working to some extent, but it can cause people to drift, people to feel neglected or alone in a certain friendship group, and that will inevitably be the downfall of a lot of groups or just friends in general. I don't want to seem like, oh, that's a negative, blah, 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 because people grow, but also people understand, and it's not saying, oh yeah, that's always going to happen, that's going to happen to everyone. I'm just saying, if we don't actively try to mitigate it and going through things like relativity and positivity and motivation, all of this sort, and doing it as like a friendship group and understanding where everyone's coming from, then that is where the situation will go, because we won't be able to empathise and all of that lot. So I'm hoping this wasn't too waffly, too not boring, but like understandable or uncomprehensive, to the extent where like it's just confusing and it's like, oh, this guy, is he alright? Like, does he need a doctor? Does he need sectioning? Like, he's jumping here and he's jumping here, he's pretending he's this person and that person, and like, why is he using the number 7 so much? But sorry, where was I going? This has been a Word Flex but revised video. Relativity, you know that the summary sheets is going to be up next for like, it'll be like a mini summary sheet video. Hopefully that will all give you an actual overview and condense it into a way that you understand it. Really, really do hope that it has been funny, but also an understandable and actual practical thing that you can implicate in your life, both socially, friendship groups, all of that. But this has been a Weird Flex but revised video. You know what time it is. It's time to like, subscribe, and all of that. Show me love. And see you. Bye.